Well, hello folks, welcome to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we're back here for a channel update video. So hopefully you have had a good Christmas and New Year period, and I wish you very, very well for the upcoming year. But we have a big announcement today which I wanted to share with you. I want to talk a little bit about some of the changes on the channel over the past 2-3 months, as well as things that might be coming to the channel in the future. I want to give you an opportunity to put your thoughts into the comments below on how you think the channel should evolve and some other things as well. But let's start off with our announcement and some of the changes to the channel which have already started to happen. The eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that I've done a little bit of an update of the channel banner. Away have gone the references to Football Manager, Passion for FM and all those sort of things, and we now have a channel very much associated with simulation gaming, because that's what we do here. Football Manager fits into that, but loads of other things do as well. So that's nice, and it hopefully will mean that when people land on the page they'll have a better idea what this channel is all about, rather than some legacy stuff that isn't going to be there. And with that in mind, I have been thinking over the Christmas period about how we should move forward with the channel, because we have had some things on the channel which are not related to simulation games. So recently the Made of Sker series, which is about halfway through and we haven't finished yet, has been on the channel, which is not a simulation game at all. We had Control, which is another one from Wales Interactive. That's not simulation. We've done GeoGuessr and a bunch of other things which don't fit in this simulation world. Now, the problem I've been having with all of that is when I look at the numbers in and around when one of those videos drops, it does affect how the channel works. So I've kind of come to the conclusion that I have to keep things simulation on this channel, and I can't really afford to be putting other things on there. So this has left me with a dilemma. Do we just bin off everything else and just stick with the simulation content, or do we do something else which allows me to be a bit creative in other places as well as doing the simulation content? And of course that's what we've done. So I have set up another channel, and it is the Custard Prophet number 2 channel. Very, very creatively named, but and you'll find a link to this down below. So this is going to house all of that stuff that doesn't quite fit on this simulation channel. Hopefully for those people who enjoy that type of content, that is where it's going to be. So there's nothing on there yet. Well, actually there might be by the time this comes out, but if you go over to that link, if you are wanting to have a look at what that's all about, the first thing that we're going to be doing on there is completing the Made of Sker series. And what I've done actually is I've deleted that off this channel, and it's going to be reposted from episode 1 on that channel. So that's where it's going, and then we'll do other things on there. It's going to be a lot less active than this one. I don't want this additional channel to affect what I'm doing here, but I think it's the right decision. Something I have been umming and ahhing about for about 2 years, I think, since Zilla did it, and sort of when he talked through the reasoning behind it, and I think it is absolutely valid. So that's the big announcement, and yeah, go over there, let me know what you think. Yeah, if you've got any suggestions that what might go on that channel, please put those either down below or in the welcome video that I will hopefully record in a minute over there. So let's talk about what's going on here. It's been a pretty slow couple of months actually on the channel. A lot of that has been to do with work. I've produced a lot less videos than I normally have done over the last 3 months, and I've probably the lowest amount of videos I've produced in a 3-month period, full stop, outside of those sort of periods of in the summer when I've been away for a couple of weeks or so. But yeah, when I've actually been here, I've never been so unproductive, but it's just work has been crazy and other things. So apologies for that, and I know I haven't managed to keep on top of everything as well as I'd like, but hopefully it hasn't been too much of a you haven't had noticed it too much. So we have had some changes on the channel in terms of things arriving, things going away, actually mostly things going away. So the Made of Sker we've talked about, that's going to be on a different channel, so that will be That won't be out there. But we also have had our long-running Tennis Manager 23 save with Krusty Bun. That finished with an epic finale in the Australian Open. If you haven't seen it yet, go over and have a look. Really, really happy with how that turned out. Also, the Junkyard DLC from Gas Station Simulator arrived and left. It took me a little while to get through. It was a much bigger DLC than I thought. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I've done the review now. If you're interested, check that out. And I do know that in the not too distant future, in the first quarter of 2025, there'll be another DLC, which is a free DLC release for Gas Station Simulator, which is the Drive-In Cinema, as well as the Shady Deals DLC, which will be coming a little bit later in the year. So we'll certainly be having a look at those things. So those are the two things that have, or the three things that have left. And we are looking to replace some of those. And so one of the things that's very recently happened right at the start of the year is a new FM24 save, Football Manager 24 save. I've started that with Austria Vienna, and basically what we're trying to do is win the league with Austria Vienna because Red Bull Salzburg for a long time have just dominated that league. So that's the plan with that one. Enjoying it already. It's nice to get European football in the first season. In terms of Football Manager, we've also got the ABC Journeyman still going on. It's almost up to 200 episodes. It's easily my longest running series, and I just love it. It's a bizarre set of rules where I can only move to clubs that initially started with a letter A, and to increase the number of clubs, or my pool of clubs I can go to, I had to win trophies or win leagues. And so we're all the way through, I think, to F now has open up. We're at Coventry City, and we are doing pretty well actually in the Premier League after starting out at level 10. So it's probably not that long left to go, but the goal is to win the Premier League. So that's been a lot of fun. Really enjoyed an English save. I've not done that in a long while, and playing a lot of different clubs. So 9 different clubs we've managed over that period. It's a 2-year plus series. It's crazy, but thank you for everyone who is still enjoying that, and we're continuing it until we get that Premier League victory. So don't know how long that's going to be away. So those are the Football Manager content, and later in the year Football Manager 25 will be released, and of course we'll be doing some stuff with that. If you've got ideas as to what I might do for a beta save, although I think they weren't going to put a beta out when FM25 was supposed to be released in October or whenever it was. Maybe they will do this time. But I think I will do a short-term save for that kind of first 2-week period anyway, just to get to grips with the game. If you've got ideas on what we might want to do there, let me know. In terms of other games we've got going on the channel, yes, we've also got Tennis Manager 24 and the playthrough that's going on there with Taps McGeegan, starting to make some progress there, getting some good victories. Financially still in a hole, so we need to sort that out. But that's going on and will continue for a little while. I guess the new game's probably not that far away anyway. Euro Truck Simulator 2, that's been a busy period for that particular game. They've just released the Greece DLC, and we've had 3 or 4 episodes looking at that. Really enjoyed that so far. And also the Greece event and Christmas event are out as well, so we've been exploring those things also. So we'll continue doing that for a bit longer, and those videos are relatively regular at the minute, just because of that new DLC that's come out. We've also got the Nordic Horizons DLC, which looks like it's been well developed and probably will arrive in some point in 2025, so we'll look forward to that. And the other thing that you'll have seen coming back is our first look videos at various simulation games. I've done a bunch of those in the past, but because of everything going on, I took that out of the sort of schedule for a little bit until things calmed down, and we've just put our most recent version of that out, which was with Restaurant Owner, which was a game where you're actually you're in charge of a restaurant trying to build it up. It's not a cooking simulator. It's kind of about the restaurant management and, you know, getting in the produce and all those sort of things. And later on in the game, apparently you can then get employees, etc. So that was a lot of fun. Enjoyed that. It was better than I thought it was going to be. And we've got another one lined up, which will be Cartel Tycoon, which I'm going to be playing through the tutorial for that. Much bigger game, that one, but I'm looking forward to playing. It looks awesome. and I've got a sneaky suspicion that we might do a full playthrough of one of the scenarios once we've done that, perhaps later in the year. Let me know if that's going to be of interest to you, and we'll be doing it. We've got a bunch more as well lined up, but that's kind of next on the chopping block. In terms of other things coming to the channel, the one thing I had talked about in the past was Frostpunk 2. I've now bought the game. I was hoping to start that right at the start of the year, so sort of 1st of Jan, just because of everything else. It's not going to happen like that, so it's going to be delayed a little bit. I'm still working out whether it goes here or goes on the other channel. I think it's still a sort of building simulation type thing, sort of wrapped around a sort of hostile horror concept, I suppose, or post-apocalyptic concept. So I think it still fits with what we're doing here. It's hard to know where to draw the line. What I don't want to happen is that sort of impacts the channel negatively. So I'll have to have a think about where best to put that. But that is going to come soon. And undoubtedly there will be some other bits and pieces as well. But that's kind of where we are. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on those things, all of those things, or if you've got anything else you wanted to share. Really like see, I've noticed a few random people appearing in the comments who've been sort of sticking around, particularly in the ETS2 videos. So, you're very, very welcome, and hopefully you're enjoying what you see here. And if you fancy having a look around or suggesting anything, just drop that down below. Okay, folks, that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and go and check the new channel out and see whether you like that sort of content and suggest what we should be doing out there. See you next time. Goodbye.